Well, the most common cause of hair thinning in both men and women is what's called male and female pattern hair thinning. And in the majority of cases, this is caused by genetics. And it can be inherited either from the mother's side or from the father's side. Sometimes you can't necessarily find a person in your family who had hair thinning. Sometimes it skips several generations. The thing to remember is that you're never too young to present with male or female pattern thinning, and sometimes I'll have women in their early 20s or their late teens who are developing hair thinning, and when I ask them about their family history, oftentimes they'll tell me, oh yes, well my father balded in his 20s, okay? And so the role of genetics is very strong in terms of explaining why hair thins out, and it can happen at different ages in both men and women. Making sure you have good nutrition, I think, is really essential, because sometimes, especially in an effort to lose weight, some men and women alike will go on these crash diets, and they'll take these very low-calorie diets, or they'll substitute, certain vitamins or supplements instead of just getting a good, well-rounded diet, and it can really have an effect on their hair.
According to Dr. Rogers, most hair loss is probably due to genetics, so any of those things could actually help facilitate you having a healthier scalp and a thicker, fuller head of hair.
Well, there's really three key points that we have to think about when we answer that question. First off, it's a system that works, in the immediate, from the thickness and the fullness, and then also you get the proven results of the long-term hair growth. Secondly, it's simple. There's simple systems here to address the needs of one client or the other client, and that's very clear, so the salons can have great ease of use or ease of conversation talking to one client or another. Third, we have what I think is the market distinction with Cerafill, which no other brand out there has today, and that is our expertise. We have Dr. Rogers from a dermatology standpoint. Then we also have the power of Redken, and that's the styling. That's the techniques, the cutting techniques, the styling techniques, the hairdressing of thinning hair is something nobody else has, and that's a point of difference that Cerafill has behind it through Redken.
I think there's a lot of consumer confusion about the difference between these products, and it stems largely from the claims that are made by a lot of existing products on the market. It's important for consumers to understand the difference, because hair thickening products are applied to the hair shaft. They work instantly, but they only last until the next shampoo. Okay, so it's a temporary effect. Whereas hair growth products are generally either applied to the scalp, okay, or there are some systemic medications that we can use taken internally, which actually will help promote the growth of the hair shaft.